So what is frequency? And what does it mean when we structure it? Let's start with frequency. In the plainest terms, a frequency is a rate of oscillation. It's how many times something repeats back and forth in 1 second. We measure it in hertz. 1 hertz is 1 cycle per second. And 100 hertz is 100 cycles per second. That is all hertz means, a count of how fast something is oscillating. Now, the interesting question is, why must the gas be energized into plasma at all? Just carry a frequency. Why not use ordinary gas or empty air and just create frequency? Well, because a frequency is not a substance. It's the rate of an oscillation, and an oscillation needs something free to move at that rate. In a neutral gas, every electron is bound tightly to the atom. Nothing is free to move. So nothing can be driven, and the gas can hold no frequency at all. Ionization is the single act that frees the charges. Energized plasma is simply matter with mobile charge. And a mobile charge is the one thing that an exact frequency can live on, can travel on. You do not need, you do not energize the gas to make light. You don't need the light. You energize it to bring into being the one thing that frequency can exist on. This is the deepest reason the instrument is built on plasma and not on air. So then, what does it mean to structure a field? A bare field on its own is just presence, energy filling a space with no order to it. To structure the field is to give that presence an exact intended form. It is the difference between noise and music, let's say. Both are sound, both are air vibrating, but only one is organized. And structured field is a field driven at a chosen frequency, held steady and true so that what fills the room is not vague energy, but a precise and intended pattern. And this is where the whole purpose comes into focus. Anyone can make a field. Making field is easy. Structuring it, holding it to an exact frequency, now that's true, and steady across a whole room from the first minute to the last, that's the entire discipline we're after. A field that wanders off the frequency you choose is like a piece of music that slowly falls off tune as it plays. So by the end, you're receiving something quite different from what was intended. To structure the field is to refuse that drift completely, to hold each frequency exactly so that it fills the room precisely, and only what was meant to is structured into space. And you can turn it on and off just by the flick of a button. So in the art of noticing, this is how you can begin to notice this. Listen sometime today to the difference between noise and music. Let's say the rattle of traffic, and then a single clear held note. Both are the air vibrating, both are frequencies moving through space. The only difference between them is structure. One is chaos, and the other one is ordered, intended, and precise. That difference between a field that is merely present and a field that is structured is the whole of what this instrument is built to do.